welcome to my channel. This is my first YouTube video on my YouTube channel, and I have been wanting to do this for quite a while now, so I thought today was the day. And today we're going to be talking all about glass wearing and how to feel more like yourself while wearing glasses. The reason why I want to talk about this topic is because, as you can tell, I do wear glasses, and I do wear glasses on the daily. I have to wear glasses on the daily because it's just part of my life. I have been wearing glasses for a very long time now. Since I was in elementary school, I started wearing glasses, and I have not stopped wearing glasses. Actually, as I grew older, my prescription actually got higher, and it was every year that I had to change lenses because it just kept growing and growing. So I want to talk a little bit about how it was for me wearing glasses and how it affected me, and how now I feel a lot more confident wearing my glasses. And if you're struggling with the same thing, you can too. There are ways to make yourself feel more yourself when wearing your glasses, and I think that was my problem. That I never felt like myself. I never felt that I looked me while wearing glasses. So today I'm gonna go through my skincare routine and my makeup routine while wearing glasses, and hopefully this helps someone out there wearing glasses and dealing with the same issue I dealt with. So if you want to continue watching this video and see me put my skincare on and my makeup on, then keep on watching. Alright, so a little backstory. I started wearing glasses while I was in elementary school. I remember the day very, very well because it was a day that changed my life in a sense. It didn't change it dramatically because it was just me wearing glasses, something that I didn't have to do, but it was literally from day to night. One day I was at school not wearing glasses, and the next day I had to go to the eye doctor and get glasses and go to school with glasses. So it really did change my life in that sense, that now I had to wear glasses before stepping out of the house. I have an astigmatism and I am nearsighted. Nearsighted just means that I can see better from up close. I can't really see from afar. If I were to take my glasses off right now, I would see blurry all around me. I just can see things that are very up close to me. And like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, as I grew older, my prescription got higher. Now, I have been wearing glasses since elementary school, so ever since elementary all the way to where I am now, I am 27 years old. I can finally say, because this last time I went to the doctor, my doctor actually said that my prescription actually stayed the same, and that has actually been a first for me, because every year I would have to change prescription and go get new frames or new lenses because my prescription got higher. But this year it didn't. My eye doctor actually said it stayed the same, so that's a first for me. So if you are not an eyeglass wearer, you might not know this, but you are supposed to go to the eye doctor every year, and that was the case for me. I had to go to the doctor every year because my prescription actually only lasts a year. So if you get your prescription on a paper and you want to go get glasses or you want to go get contacts from a different company, your prescription actually only lasts a year. So every year I have to go to the eye doctor. I believe this is for everyone, but not a lot of people do it. And if you don't have a lot of issues with your eyes, not a lot of people go to the eye doctor. But for me, it is a yearly thing. And I started wearing glasses at a very young age. And the issue for me with glasses, and why I had such a hard time wearing glasses and feeling myself and feeling good about myself while wearing glasses, was because I was told that because my prescription was so high, I was only allowed to wear one type of frames. The type of frame that I was allowed to use had to be a frame that was thick enough to hold my lenses, because my lenses are thicker than other lenses. So as my prescription grew and grew, my lens got thicker and thicker. So I was told by my doctors and by people that would sell me the glasses that I was only allowed to wear one type of frame. And that was instilled in me forever. That was just the way it was. And I accepted it, and I was okay with it, and I said, you know what, that's fine. So I wore the same type of frames for a very long time. Now, come about my more teenage years, you know, the hormones start kicking in. You start, you know, noticing a lot of changes in your body, in yourself, in your face, and you start to really try to take care of yourself and look good. Because, you know, as a teenager, you just want to look good and feel good, and you want to be, you want to be hanging out with your friends and looking good in pictures and stuff like that. So my doctor actually introduced me to contacts, and he said, you actually can get contacts. That way you don't have to use your glasses all the time. So contacts really changed my life. I got contacts at a very young age, and as soon as I got my contacts, I did not take those contacts off. I mean, of course I would take them off to sleep and stuff, but for the most part, everywhere that I went, I would wear my contacts. Even if it was to the store with my mom, I would wear my contacts because I felt so embarrassed to be seen with my glasses. I just didn't like how they fit me. I didn't like how they looked on me. I just didn't like the way they framed my face. You know, I have a round face already, so those glasses just made me feel more of a round face. So I would wear contacts religiously. I am not lying to you. From Monday to Sunday, I was wearing my contacts. So my teenage years, for the most part, a lot of people didn't see me with my glasses. A lot of people didn't know I wore glasses. That's how much I wore my contacts. So with that said, that caused a lot of damage to my eyes. Damage to where now that I'm older, I cannot tolerate wearing contacts for more than a few hours. My eyes get really irritated, my eyes get really dry, get itchy, and my head starts to hurt. I just cannot wear contacts for a long period of time because I wore them so much. So I guess that's one of the reasons why I started looking into wearing glasses a lot more. But yeah, it was just an insecurity of mine. It was an insecurity that I just didn't feel honestly pretty with glasses. So a few years later, I was wearing the same frames. I'm not lying to you. I wore the same frames from elementary school all the way to college. I did not change frames, and the reason why I didn't change frames was because every eye doctor has like a specific place where they go and like they send their patients to buy their glasses from. So I would always go to those places, and every single time that I would go to those places, you would show them your prescription and they would choose the frame for you. That was my case. That's what happened to me. And because I had such a thick lens, they would say, you know what, there's no way you can, you know, wear other type of frames but these ones. So like I said, I wore the same frames forever. So I didn't like how I didn't like how they looked. I didn't like how I looked in them. So I just lived my life like that. I just lived my life like thinking I cannot change frames. I have to wear the same frames. So fast forward to 2015, 2016, when I met my husband, it actually took me a while for me to show my husband how I looked with glasses. I would wear contacts around him, and I mean it was early on in our dating stages, but it took a while for me to show him how I looked with glasses because I just felt so insecure. Well, my husband was actually the one that told me and said, why don't you find a pair of glasses that fits your face, that you look more feminine, and that you look more yourself and feel better. That way you can leave the contacts at home and wear your glasses and let your eyes rest. Well, I had that idea in my head for the longest time, and like I said, I just had that instilled in my brain that I could not wear another type of frames. Well, my sister-in-law's husband, so my brother-in-law now, told me about this company called Warby Parker. And Warby Parker is a company that sells sunglasses, eyeglasses, and contacts. And I remember I took my prescription with me and I went to Warby Parker and said, you know what? Let's try it. Let's see what they tell me. If they tell me again that I cannot wear the type of frames, then that's fine. I'll just move on and, you know, maybe find another pair that look a little bit more stylish, you know, whatever. So I went there and I showed them my prescription and I said, I explained to them my problem, and the guy actually told me and said, you know, yes, you do have a pretty thick lens, but there are ways for you to make your lens a lot slimmer. There's, you know, we laser the lens to where it can become a lot slimmer. Not super slim, you know, to the point where it's not visible, but we can make it a little bit slimmer so it fits a bit more frames and it could be more manageable. So I was like, okay. So he told me, he said, choose from the variety of glasses that we have, choose whatever you like, and then from there we can, you know, I can tell you which ones would work with your prescription and which ones won't. So I was like, okay. So actually these ones were one of the ones that I chose, and another pair that I actually have in my bathroom. And he said, I remember he told me, he said, those are perfect. Those would look great on you and they would work with your type of lens. So I was shocked and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, all this time these people would tell me that I wasn't allowed to wear another type of frames, but in reality I could. And I bought these glasses, and I remember the day that I got them, I felt so different. I felt so much more prettier. I felt like my face just changed. Like, I was able to wear my glasses. So now I am in love with my glasses. I rarely wear any contacts anymore, and especially with everything that's going on with COVID, I have worn my contacts very few times now because, like I said, it just they make my head hurt really fast, and they don't feel comfortable. So I love wearing my glasses, and I'm actually looking on buying some more different types of glasses. And I also found ways to wear makeup with glasses. I love makeup. I've always have. So incorporating makeup into my routine while wearing glasses was also a thing that helped me a lot and become more confident in myself. So yeah, so that's my story. I'm gonna show you what I do and how I wear makeup while wearing my glasses, and how it makes a big difference. It really does. It makes you feel a lot more yourself, and how it helped me feel a lot more confident while wearing glasses. So let's get started. All right, so this is just me. This is my, you know, my opinion. I typically don't wear a full face of makeup while wearing glasses. The reason being, I do have oily skin. I tend to get the oiliest around my T-zone, so this area right here, and typically my nose. My nose gets really, really, really oily. That's my problem area, I would say. And it doesn't matter if I'm wearing makeup or not, my nose will always get oily the fastest. So with that said, well, if I wear a full face of makeup and my nose gets really oily, my makeup tends to rub off on those areas and it doesn't look pretty. So I tend to steer away from the full face kind of thing. Now, if you have dry skin and you can wear your glasses while wearing a full face of makeup, go for it. But in my case, it doesn't work for me. So I focus more on my skincare, and because I cannot wear a full face of makeup, I tend to make sure that my skin is well taken care of. That way I don't have to use that much makeup to cover some, you know, blemishes here and there. So I really focus on my skincare, and then I, you know, put things on top of my skincare and put a little makeup here and there to help the situation. But I found a skincare routine that has actually been really good for me, and I have not changed skincare routine for a very long time, and I am gonna stick with this skincare routine. I do like to try new products, but my skin is sensitive, so I try not to try a lot of products. But the first thing that I go with, and I just showered, so I don't have anything on my face. Well, I do have something, but I've already applied this. This is the Olehenriksen Glow OH Dark Spot Toner. I love this brand. Like I said, my face is very sensitive, but For some reason, it is not sensitive to Olehenriksen. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I love this brand. I have gone through many bottles of this. I think this is great. It helps with my oil for some reason. I know it's a toner for dark spots, and it does help with that. I have had some dark spots due to acne, and it has cleared them. So I love this stuff. I highly recommend it. They also have a green bottle version of this, and that's actually for oil. For some reason, I like this one better. I don't know why. I just like this one better. The green one doesn't work as good as this one does. So I've already applied this. I put it on a cotton pad and I applied that first. The second thing I go on with is some hyaluronic acid, but this is from Pixi. This is the bigger bottle. I think they made a bigger bottle, so I actually love this stuff. I go through this stuff quite often, but this is the Hydrating Milky Mist, so I will spray this on. After I apply that, I let that dry a little bit. And then next, I go in with a vitamin C serum, and this is a trial version. I got this from Sephora. I ordered something from Sephora and I got points, so I got this, and I actually really like it. I might buy the bigger version of this, but this is the Murad Vita-C Glycolic Brightening Serum. So I applied this. Apply a few pumps of this. Then after that serum, I go in with a SPF for your face. This is the EltaMD Skincare UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF 46. And then I usually mix this with a little bit of the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration. I love this stuff because this bottle is about to be done. I have another one in my bathroom. But I love this stuff because I do have eczema. And this is actually good for eczema. This actually helps with eczema. That's why I like to use these, and this has actually helped my eczema a lot. So I like these. So I will mix these two as my moisturizer. So I'll apply a few pumps of the sunscreen and a little bit of that moisturizer, and I just mix them together. So that is that for my skincare. It's very simple. I feel like the simpler, for me, it works the better. I don't put a lot of products on. Same thing when I go for nighttime. That's typically what I do. Those are the only 5 products that I use, and it has really worked for me. It's really worked for my skin, and it's helped my skin clear up here and there. Of course I get the occasional breakout, but it's normal. You know, as a girl, you go through hormonal changes, so it happens. Alright, so moving on to makeup. Like I said, I don't wear foundation, and now with COVID and wearing a mask, I typically steer away from wearing foundation because, like I said, I have oily skin. So if I wear a mask for a long period of time, this part of my face will get very oily and the makeup just starts melting away. So I try to stay away from that. So what I do, and right now I do have some spots that I want to cover. I have been breaking out a little bit. I have and I don't think you can see them on the camera, but I have a little pimple right there. I have some, pimples up here. I have a pimple on my chin. I get a lot of pimples on my chin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my concealer, and the concealer I use is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade 125 Fair. I am pretty fair. I am pretty white, pretty pale. I am pretty pale. So what I do is I grab a little bit of the concealer, and I usually just put it on the areas what I want to cover. So I'll put it right here. Just put a little dot. Okay. And then I will grab a buffing brush, and this is the Smashbox blurring concealer brush, and I will typically just buff these where I put the concealer, and I will buff it into my skin. That way it kind of blends into my skin and you can't really see that I'm trying to cover it, but that's what I'll do. like I said, I'm not trying to cover them completely because obviously they're not gonna get covered completely. You know, if I wanted to come covered completely, I would wear a foundation. But since I don't want them covered completely, I just want to, I guess I want to make them less red or less visible. So I buffed them out. It looks, you know, I buffed them into my skin as well, just so, you know, it all blends into the skin. But now that they look less red, the next step is eyebrows. I do have fuller eyebrows, I guess you would say. I do have some sparse areas on my brows, so I'm gonna try and make those all, you know, unified, I guess. So what I go with is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Ebony. So you typically is down here, typically in the ends. In the front part of my brows, I really don't, I have pretty good amount of hair right there, but it's typically in the ends. And then I'll go in with the little spoolie on the other side and just bring them up. And I'll give them form. I'll give them a shape too. Because I feel like my eyebrows don't have a shape because I do have those areas where they're a little bit sparse. So that's typically what I do. I just give them a little help. Same on the other side. Up here. So that's typically what I do with my eyebrows. I don't do much. I don't like spending a lot of time on my eyebrows. Sometimes I will go with a brow gel, but for right now I'm not gonna do that. Next step, I only have 2 more steps, and the next part is blush. I feel like blush is important because it just brings you back to life. I really like blush, so since I'm not wearing foundation and I'm not wearing any powder or anything, I tend to go with a liquid blush. And the liquid blush I really like is this Flower Beauty blush balm. So I typically try to keep it on this end over here and I bring it up. So I put a little bit of this on my finger, just a tiny bit. And what I'll do is I'll stipple it on my cheek. So I tend to, like I said, I tend to stay away from this area right here because that's where my glasses fall and I don't like them to get all dirty. So I typically just pour a little bit of dots here and there. Over here and over here. I'll just blend. And I'll literally stay here and do this for quite a bit. Just blend and trust the process. Blend, blend, blend. Alright, I'm gonna keep blending and I'll see you with the finished product. Alright, after blending for a few minutes, I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but from in real life, I just look a bit more alive, I guess, not so pale. I just gave myself a little bit more color in my skin. I just feel like blush just really helps your face look a little bit more alive and healthy. So yeah, that's typically what I do. The next and final step is eyelashes. So eyelashes help open your eyes quite a bit, especially if you have a thicker lens like me. Your eyes tend to look smaller when you're wearing your glasses. So what I like to do is open them back up and make them a little bit more, you know, make them pop a little bit more while putting some mascara on and curling them. I have flat eyelashes. I do have curly hair, but my eyelashes are straight. Wish they were curly like my hair, but they're not, so they're straight. I have to wear waterproof mascara because my eyelashes tend to fall down. So it took me a very long time to realize that actually waterproof mascara helps you keep that curl up. so I do have to wear a waterproof mascara. I am gonna curl my lashes, put some mascara on, and I will be right back. But that is it, you guys. That is my skincare and makeup routine while wearing glasses. I hope you guys liked it. But this is just a routine that I found that works for me and that helps me look a little bit more put together and a little bit more myself when wearing my glasses. I struggled a lot growing up with glasses. It was an insecurity of mine, and I had a battle with my glasses for the longest time, but now I embrace them and I love them, and I am looking to buy more styles because glasses really do give you a unique quality. It gives you something unique that, you know, people do have to wear glasses, but a lot of people don't. So yeah, just embrace it. I embrace it. I love it. It's something that I'm gonna have to live with for the rest of my life, so why not make something fun of it and make it something positive instead of something negative. Struggle with that a lot, but I've gotten to a place where I can tell you that I love my glasses, and I would prefer to wear glasses than to wear contacts, which is something that I never thought, you know, a few years ago I would say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you are someone that is struggling with insecurities, you know, it doesn't have to be your glasses, with any type of insecurities, just know that we all have them, we all live with them, and it's okay. That's what makes you human. But God made you unique, and God made you, and there is no other person like you. So just embrace your uniqueness and embrace those insecurities, and make it positive instead of making it something negative, because you can't change it. You can't change who you are. Just love yourself. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Like I said, I hope to make a lot more YouTube videos. I am looking for ideas, so please, if you have any ideas for more videos for my channel, I want to do a little bit of everything, not only makeup and skincare. I want to do a little bit of everything, so maybe incorporating some cooking or some lifestyle. I don't know, just give me ideas down there. And yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. I will see you in my next video, and don't forget, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later. Bye.